Hey guys, it's New Year's Eve here in the UK, for whoever who's watching, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, you know, the perception of New Year, celebrations, the New Year's, when the clock strikes 12 o'clock and we're in a new year, but also for those people who don't really like to see the New Year, for many reasons. I think that's that's me as well. I mean, I'm not a big fan of celebrating the New Year, and I'm merely going to be surviving the New Year celebrations. And I want to reach out to those guys and those people who are also feeling the same way of how do I survive this novelty moment of that celebratory sort of celebratory world, if you like to call it, within the new year, to welcome the new year. There are a lot of people who don't really want to celebrate the new year, don't really want to immerse themselves within it, don't want to contact anybody, and I've been having to think about that. And for myself in particular, there have been moments where I've never wanted to see the new year because of how it makes me feel when people are celebrating. You see things on social media where people are happy, people are joyful, and particularly if you're not happy in life, particularly if you're going through a lot of challenges, a lot of difficulty in your lives, that can be a trigger, and that can really impact sort of how you feel about yourselves, and the self, and it impacts your own self-worth, because you're seeing a moment in time of people being happy, people celebrating, and welcoming the new year, which indirectly impacts you if you're not happy. So if you're seeing people being happy, it can directly impact how you are feeling about yourselves as well, because particularly if you're not happy within yourselves. Like for myself, I mean, I just want to say what I always say to myself is, I'm grateful that I'm here. I'm happy to be alive. And I will be celebrating myself. For those who watching this feel like they're merely surviving and going through the year, and there are a lot of difficulties in their lives which makes them think that there's nothing to celebrate, or they want to hide away from the celebrations. Celebrate you, is what I would say. Celebrate how you've come out of the difficulties on the better side. Celebrate each day that passes that you are continuing to fight. Celebrate you, I think, is really important, that even though you may not want to welcome the new year, at least you can welcome yourselves into 2024. Lay the foundations which you will like. For me, it's like laying the foundations for each and every year to become a more of a healthier, happier person. And it's okay if you just have merely survived the year, because a lot of individuals, a lot of human beings are in survival mode, where they would be still struggling to cope with the vigors of life, and subconsciously they are just navigating their way through their lives. It's okay if you just survived 2023. It is okay if you don't want to celebrate 2024. It is okay if you don't want to be happy on New Year's. You are not. We're certainly not obliged to be happy in that moment. And it's really important to emphasize that if you don't want to welcome the new year, welcome yourselves, that you've made it to 2024. Show yourself appreciation. Show yourself the care and love that you want, that you need. And be grateful to yourself that you are here. I think that's the key, because when in life we're struggling, the novelty of the new year makes us think, oh, it's a new year, new start, it's going to be a new me. that's just novelty, that a moment in time that will pass when life goes back to normal. But it's that high of the new year coming, and it feels like, wow, it does impact directly how you feel, particularly if you don't feel like you want to celebrate. But it's a moment in time that will pass, and merely surviving through it is difficult, particularly if you've got nothing to celebrate. But that's what I would say, is to welcome yourself and give yourself the love, care that you need in that moment, to say that, give yourself the happiness, or give yourself the love that you deserve. Because it's not easy to see everyone happy and going through social media and filtering through how everyone's happy, and then it directly impacts your self-worth. I just want to end by saying that it's a moment in time that it will pass. So if you're merely surviving through it and you need to go through it, you are not alone. And it's okay to not be wanting to celebrate, but give yourself the care and love that you deserve in that moment, and give yourself the appreciation that you are here, you are still alive, and just keep going. Just keep going through to 2024, and that when things settle down, as part of these celebrations, life will go back to normal for everybody, not just those that are celebrating, for everybody. But in that moment, give yourself the love and care that you deserve, and give yourself the gratitude that you are still here, and celebrate yourself.